Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to another episode of Artist Wednesday on the Mr. Hydration Station. I am your host, Mr. Hydration, aka Raul Contreras, Victor Raul Contreras, and I am here to be your host and stuff. First, I have to say obviously, some promo because I want to give a shout out to people that have helped me along the way. Number one, I want to give a shout out to DJ Slim. That's Shane Spelius. He has been a big asset to me being able to play music for the last 2 years. Well, 3 years now because of Corona. Isn't it weird? We always forget that Corona happened. Like it never even existed. Just put our shades on. We're just like, what Corona? But anyway, I want to give a huge shout out to DJ Slim. If you ever need any kind of entertainment, say it's an MC, a DJ, a performer, or maybe you just need sound equipment, someone to run someone to be the announcer for your wedding, or even be there in your bar mitzvah to dance to whatever songs you dance to. Make sure you hit up DJ Slim at 815-257-2601. That is 815-257-2601. Another person I want to give a shout out to is Kevin Killalea from K Squared Imagery. If you like this picture right here, he took it of me at Riverfest in Ottawa, and it was a great time. Actually, I love that performance. But Kevin Killalea is the man. He helps out a lot of musicians, a lot of bands around here. He's a great dude, and he takes awesome pictures. He's got high quality content. So make sure you hit him up. K Squared Imagery. That's a letter K, the word squared, the word imagery. He also helped me film my first music video. If you look that up, Superhero on YouTube, Superhero Victor Raul on YouTube, and I think on YouTube his channel is Midwest Promotions or Midwest Productions. I think something Midwest. Another person I want to give a shout out to is a person who helped him do the audio for that music video, and then later on helped me do my personal music video. His name is Murphy, and he goes by Sup Marf on YouTube. That's SUPMARF. Sup Marf Studios. Look him up on YouTube. You'll see my music video, Float Away, on there. It's one of my favorite music videos I think I've ever seen, only because it was all shot in my hometown. We decided we wanted to really promote because we're real heavy into promoting our hometown. But we shot the same song over and over and over and over again in different locations, and he spliced all the audio and put it together, and it worked out beautifully. I didn't think I could sound that consistent, but I did, and it was really cool. And it was on a whim. One day he just hit me up, and I was like, all right, I'm in. He knows he can hit me up if he ever has some crazy idea, because I'm always up for it. I'm always up for taking chances. I want to give a shout out to Mick Mickers. He's the one that put together Spring Fling. He put together Fear Fest. He's putting together Cybin City. He's a great promoter. He always books me. I really, really appreciate it. I want to give a shout out to Phoenix Fest as well. Phoenix Fest will be July 23rd to the 25th, and that's going to be at Tall Tree Lake, Illinois. It's one of my favorite campgrounds. I love it. It's really, really awesome. I want to give a shout out to Skydive the Falls. It's a skydiving center out in Niagara Falls. If you never jumped out of a plane, come jump out of a plane. It's Skydive the Falls Fest 3.0. I was there since 1.0, 2.0, and now we're making it a third, baby. It's going to be awesome. And, of course, I want to give a shout out to Sugar Creek Music Festival. They do many, 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 many festivals, and they're all equally as amazing as the last. All of them, if not better than the last. The next one coming up will be July 4th weekend. It would be the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and then you got to get out of there on the 5th. It's going to be a fun time. That's going to be down at Camp Minatowa. I can't remember where Camp Manitowa is at, but just type it into your Google Maps, Manitowa, Manitowa. And Sam McKinney says, love to all. Check him out. Bam. And also, I want to say, let's see. Oh, yeah. This weekend, I'm going to be having 2 shows. It's going to be awesome. I can't wait. They're finally opening up the patio at Jackpots and Streeter, and I get to be on the card. So I'm really happy about that. That's going to be this Friday. I'll be there from 4:30 to 7:30, and I'm really awesome. And did I say I'm really awesome? That's hilarious. But it's gonna be really awesome, is what I meant to say. Jackpots is really awesome. They got great food, so make sure you check them out. If you want to come check me out and the following bands, following acts, please do so. It'll be fun. You support us, we support you. It'll be a great time. I'm also going to be at Allie Ann's Pub in Dwight, Illinois. That's going to be from 9 p.m. till closing time. I always have a fun time there. They have a great energy there, and they always treat me amazing. So I really dig it. And yeah, so let's see. I lied. All right, so Sugar Creek is not going to be at Camp Minatoa. It's going to be at Hog Rock. My apologies. Thank you, Sam McKinnies, for helping me out. And speaking of Sam, of Cornfish, let's get the man with the plan on the stream. Here we go. What up, my man? How you doing, brother?
What's going on, Raul? How you been, man?
Good. So good to see you. Like a villain, you know. Wait.
Oh yeah.
I'm waiting to celebrate Cinco de Mayo.
Cinco de Mayo. That's the day I got my first tattoo, and you do not want to know where I put it.
So how you doing today, brother?
Well, I can't wait. I'm telling you what, we've had a great month of April. We've had a long string of really good music festivals, starting off at the beginning of the month with Mick Litt's festival, and then we went on to another
Spring Fling, baby.
Spring Fling. That was a successful show. You were amazing. I love you so much. I enjoyed his show so much. I had to get up there and jam with him, party a little bit with him. Man, I had such a great time that weekend with you. Oh man,
dude, it was such a great time all around.
Oh yeah, everything about it, and then it just keeps going. You know, we just got more and more planned this summer. For once, the 4th of July show, I'm going to be stage manager for it, and it's at Hog Rock Campground, which is in Elizabethtown, Illinois. World famous Hog Rock Campground, where they put on massive biker parties for decades, and everybody has been there. People have come from around the globe to go to the Hog Rock Campground, and Sugar Creek Productions is getting so large now. We had to move. We sold out Camp Minatowa to the point we had to have people dropped off at the gate because we just could not fit another car into another space. We had to sublet Farmers Field just to get the cars we had. So thank you all so very much for taking us from a small festival of like 60 people at a farm to 2,500 people, 3,000 people filling up this entire campground. And we had to move to make a bigger, after the family jam, we're going to a bigger venue. So don't be afraid to invite your friends and come on out and see us.
Yeah, baby. And it's family fun. So bring the kids too.
Absolutely. Now someone stole our flag. Now see, I'm a Goonie. All right. And someone stole the Goonie flag at Family Jam. And on the morning of the 5th, is just before we go, because we decided we're not going to spend the entire weekend covered in them, but we're going to have a massive mashed potato fight in one of the fields. And you shall taste the salty, buttery vengeance of the Goonies.
Yeah, Goonies all day, man. Goonies all day.
Yeah, I got a surprise for you, buddy. You got a 5-gallon bucket full of mashed potatoes. I'm going to sling all over you. You watch me now. It's all in good fun.
So, man,
we're all friends. Really, we are. Anyway.
So I definitely want to know, man. I want to know your backstory, man. Tell me where you come from.
Ooh, my backstory. Well, I was born a poor black child with no rhythm. No, I'm just kidding. Have you ever seen The Jerk with Steve Martin? That's always great. Anyway, no, I was born and raised out in the country by a Christmas tree farm. I pitched wood for heat as a kid. You know, I was a farm boy. You know, I grew up out in the country. Loved it. Loved everything about it. I graduated high school from West Frankfort Community High School. Went to Heron High School. Then moved over here with my family. Graduated from West Frankfort, go Redbirds. Let's see here. And I went to SIU and I went and got a degree in recording engineering and radio and television production, studied in Nashville. Did a bunch of different things. I've spent my entire life has been revolving around music. So It's just everything I do just involves music, and I'm just so happy to be part of the community here with the festival music scene. All you guys are amazing artists. I love supporting everybody. Someone asked me at the Family Jam, actually. I was sitting around the campfire, and I didn't sing a single song for like hours, and they're asking me. Someone said, "Are you just stuck up or something? I mean, you played on the stage, and we know you could sing. You're great and everything. Why aren't you singing here?" I said, "Because that guy's singing, and he's beautiful, and that guy's singing, and he's beautiful, and that girl sounds awesome, and this guy's doing a good job, and this guy's doing. I'm listening and supporting all my friends and family because this is a community. You understand? It's like ice cream. This is what I always say. Tell everybody, and anybody knows me knows this story. This is what I say. Music is like ice cream. There's so many different flavors. I'm one flavor. You're another flavor. I enjoy all. I'm a fat kid. I like ice cream. So, it's one of those things. I want to hear. I love Raul's voice. Oh my God. You want to talk about someone who really kills it? This guy right here, Mr. Hydration, is absolute beast. Absolute beast. I enjoy you immensely. Oh my God!
I appreciate you.
Let's see. Let me talk. Let's see. A couple of my favorites out there. Michael Monster. We gotta give it up for Michael Monster. Michael Lay. Mr. Simmons. Oh God, there's so many of them. There's so many good artists out there. Mandy Joe, hometown girl. Mandy Joe. Bongo Pablo. You had him on your show. He's my drummer.
I did.
Yes. Bongo Pablo. And I gotta give it up for Peter Julian and Mark Strawn. Without you guys, you're the backbone of the Cornfish, and I love you so very much. And thank you for supporting me and believing in me and having faith in me and getting on stage with me and performing these songs for everybody. It's an honor and a pleasure to have my friends with me, and that's what's important.
Oh, and they're killer too. They're killer musicians. It's so cohesive together.
Oh yeah,
it helps so much.
Oh yeah. I mean, we just.
So I have to ask you, man. I have to ask you. So, what got you into music from the get-go?
Well, we're gonna go back.
Let's do it. Let's go back, man.
When I was still in diapers, I pulled around a box guitar, an acoustic guitar with no strings on it called Mac Guitar Murphy, and I listened to "Briefcase Full of Blues" by the Blues Brothers on repeat on a little 8-track tape player. I'm showing my age. A little 8-track we carried around the house.
We're all young at heart, man. We're all
on this 8-track around, listening to stuff like Kiss Destroyer and Briefcase Full of Blues and ZZ Top and Aerosmith and REO Speedwagon and Grateful Dead and bands like that. All the cool bands from the 60s, 70s, and early 80s. I'm 41 years old, so I remember what 8-tracks look like. So.
Isn't it crazy how far we progressed, like technologically speaking, in terms of how we can play music? It went from having to have something physical to now we can just get on fucking I don't know, the little fucking what are those called? The little things you can talk to and say, "Hey, play this for me, Alexa."
I mean, you're carrying around in your pocket something you could just talk to and say, "Hey, play me this song." You don't have to go searching through your albums, or you don't have to go searching through your tapes. Went with your cassette tape and CD and all this other stuff, and now it's just as easy as just type it in. There it is. You can listen to any song you want on the fly, anytime, and that is just amazing. Growing up, I mean,
do you still have an 8-track tape? What does that sound?
I do. Actually, I do have an 8-track tape deck, like a whole receiver unit. Yeah, I have a whole old-time receiver unit. It was my great-grandmother's, and I've got like Willie Nelson and the Pointer Sisters and Neil Sedaka. Just kind of weird. Just an eclectic group of old, Red Zavine on 8-track. So yeah, they do exist and they are in my home. So yeah, I do have some 8-tracks.
Dude, that's dope as fuck, man.
Hey, I'm a music man. It doesn't matter what it is. I'm gonna have music in my house. So Wow.
So you got into music at a super young age, and then when did you decide that this is what I want to do for the rest of my life?
About 16 years old when I decided to actually buckle down and learn an instrument. You know, I mean, I was always a listener and, you know, a participator, like loved it. Couldn't wait to see somebody play, couldn't wait to be around music. Always had it in my life. I mean, it was always on. If I wasn't listening to music, I was asleep. So, I was like, my parents knew I was out when the tape ran out because, you know, I wasn't listening to music anymore. He must be asleep. So, you know, that kind of thing. Then I started, you know, when I first started playing, it was interesting. They were like, my first show was for St. Jude's Children's Foundation for Joey Odom. It was called Joey Stock, and this is when Joey Odom, who's now successful blues artist in our area, was 4 or 5 years old in a wheelchair, cerebral palsy kid. And the first show I ever played, I played guitar, and they told me never sing because you know you just play the guitar. That's all you're good at. Just play the guitar. I'd play the drums a little bit. They're like, no, you're not a drummer. You're not a singer. You're not a bass player. Just play the guitar. That's what you need to do. You're good at that. And from there, I went, you know what? Okay, maybe I should play this guitar, but I think I'm going to learn how to play drums. Then I think I'm going to learn how to sing. And then I think I'm going to learn how to do all this other stuff and all these other instruments. And next thing you know, my biggest feature is everybody wants me to sing. Like I'm just like a singer for all these festivals. That's just like, that's my major core thing is they have me get up there and sing. And I started out as just a guitar player. So, and then I drummed like, what was great about the Family Jam is I opened up the show with the very first song. I played on guitar and sang with my band on stage. And then the last song of the night, I was playing drums and Green Bean was singing. And we did Black Magic Woman by Carlos Santana. And I got to drum out a cool song. So that was cool. Yeah.
That's so cool, dude.
Yeah. I had a blast this year. This was a special Family Jam.
Hey, real quick, Sam. What are you using for your microphone? What are you using for your microphone?
What do I use for a microphone? I use whatever's in front of me.
No. Right now.
Oh, it's my phone.
Okay. Is there something rubbing against it?
I have a computer on in the background. Is it making noises?
Yeah. I don't know what it is. Because it's not.
Look into my brain. Anyway.
Right up the schnoz.
Is it better? Yay, nay?
Well, it was coming in and out like something was like, whoa.
Am I touching the desk? Is that what it is? Because I touched the desk and
it's feedback. It's feedback for sure. Do you have headphones?
Just a second. Could you get me a set of earbuds, baby? Yeah. I'm gonna have my wife get me some earbuds. Maybe that will stop this problem.
I think so.
There's some important things I'd like to say about things that have happened in my life, and I really want anyone who's listening to hear this because I think it's important. I went through some interesting situations.
Go ahead. Yeah.
When COVID started, I was running a DJ service, right? And we had $125 to our name and no more gigs, like none. All my gigs and everything went out the window. I didn't even do the one gig for St. Patrick's Day. So we had $125 to our name for 2.5 months.
I feel that.
We didn't have anything. We didn't know how we were going to pay for our electric bills. We didn't know anything. Okay. And I want to tell you that there's some great people out there who saved my family a lot of strife and a lot of trouble at the Musicians Foundation. And let me spit the that'll help. Go ahead and say something to me.
Testing 1-8-12.
Okay, that's better. Is that better for you?
Oh yeah, 10 times better. Awesome, man. Thank you for that.
All right. No problem. I want to say if you get a chance to, they paid a $500 electric bill for me. Didn't ask for anything back, nothing. They just said, "Here you go," after they heard my story and everything. And they had done that for so many families of musicians who were out of work due to COVID. And one of these days, if my cryptocurrency goes real big, they're going to get a hell of a lot more than that back from me. So if you get a chance, please donate to the Musicians Foundation. They help families of musicians in time of need and crisis because we don't have insurance. If something happens to us, there's no one there for us that other than people like the good people at the Musicians Foundation, which is founded by some really talented individuals and lots of producers and stuff. And they take care of the little guys, the guys like me and you who are just out there doing the thing, when we're in trouble,
that's
they're there
beautiful,
for
man.
you. Mm-hmm.
Thank you for sharing that. That's good to know. I'm sure there's a lot of, I mean, at one point I was homeless, I was homeless right up until 2020, right up until Corona took me off the gigs. And then finally I was able to snatch a job, and now I have a house, and I'm but until then,
I wanted
dude,
to
I was
say a
having a real
personal
rough time.
congratulations to you for
Thank you.
A home.
It's weird. I'm not gonna lie,
stuff.
It's weird.
It certainly does get weird when you're not used to it, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm getting there though.
Yeah, you're getting there. You're doing a wonderful job, and I want you to keep singing and performing. I want to see you do great things with it. If I was closer to you, I'd be on the hydration team, ready to help you get your stuff recorded and set out there so other people could listen to it. That's what I'd like to hear.
Thanks,
I'd like
man.
to have
That's
Mr. Hydration playing in my stereo every day. That's one thing. I stopped listening to mainstream records and mainstream radio, and I support the artists that I listen to at the festivals, like Blake Gardner and the Farmers, and Aaron Cam and the One Drops, and the all of them. I mean, if I don't mention your name, please don't be upset. Hell, I'm wearing a Bongo Jack and the Loop Machine T-shirt right now because local guy. I support my guys. Go Bongo Jack. Go Bongo Jack.
You just got that shirt too, right?
Yeah, I just got that shirt at Third Eye. Yeah, in Waynesville, Missouri. Yeah. So Third Eye Festival. Man. That was their first festival. Thank you, Tom Anderson, for having me as a guest artist as large. And I got to do a whole set of my original material, and I played with the Eternal Twigs, Emerson Maybell, and John Sabo III. I love you guys very much. I'll see you this weekend for a gig in Waterloo. Come on out. It's Emerson's birthday. Get on his page, Emerson Maybell. Wish him a happy birthday. We're going to go over there and jam out for you there, too. So if you want to catch some of my original material live, I'll be there. So, it's one of those things. I wanted
to make it to the Third Eye one, but I couldn't.
So much. This is what I wanted out of my life, and you guys make my life beautiful.
It is a very, very beautiful community. I mean, I enjoy it. I just got introduced to it by Mike. Actually, I was sleeping on someone's couch last year.
The Prospector?
Yeah. The Gold Prospector. Actually, that's the first festival I ever been to.
Really? Sugar Creek was your first festival? Yeah. That's where we first met. Was on the jam stage over at Sugar Creek.
September 10th through the 12th. So like a few days beforehand, maybe like a little bit after my birthday, like September 3rd or something like that. He hit me up and he was like, "Are you free?" And I was like, I mean, yeah. He's like, "You want to go to a festival?" I was like, "Bro, I ain't got no money." And he's like, "Nah, it's fine, man. The only thing I ask from you is that I want you to play on stage." And I was like, "You really think they'll let me on stage?" He's like, "Trust me, man. They're gonna let you on stage."
Yeah.
And I was like, "All right, man. I guess, dude. I'll give it a shot." So then he picks me up. We head out there. My mom gave me her old camp. Her old tent or whatever. It's unnecessarily huge. I think it's too fucking big. But she gave it to me, and I was like, "All right, cool. I'll take this." So I took it, and I mean, she gave it to me like years ago, but I never used it. And so like I'm going out there, just kind of nervous, don't know what it's going to be like, and I show up and it's nothing but love out there, man.
That's right.
That whole community is one of the best communities I've ever really been introduced to, and it's been nothing but amazing since.
That's right. You know what? The people in that environment change your life forever, and they change it for the better. And that's the truth of the matter is, if you come to one of our shows, the idea is, and this happens all over the country, folks. I mean, I can't say that this festival is any better than the next down the line, because the truth of the matter is we all understand that we're all in this together, and that life is precious, and we should love one another for who we are and what we are, and stand with each other, and be gracious and grateful that we have such great friends and great times. And that's the truth, man. I mean, this stuff's happening all over the country, and it should happen more often. If more people took this kind of approach and attitude about it, this world would be a better place. I mean, there's just no doubt.
Absolutely. Mike says you invited yourself on the stage during my first song. I was like, yeah, you did too. Yeah, you did too. I was like, you play guitar? And you were like, no, I don't play guitar. Remember that? Oh, it was so fun though, man.
You were coming to my neck of the woods, man. I mean, this is the first time I'd seen you. Now, see, I'd been there since the very first Sugar Creek.
Justin
Ray put on the very first one. I was the second stage director and manager for the very first one, and I've been there for every one since. Justin Rainey, nice. My first fest too. Well, I'm glad you guys enjoyed your first time, and the truth of the matter is, the more you come, the better it gets, because we all love each other. It's such a community, and I'm so happy that you're joining our community and being a part in our community, especially. And Raul, I mean, ever since I met you, you just shine to me. You just make me so happy to see your face. Every time I see your face, I'm just absolutely ecstatic you're there. You know me though. I hug everybody. There's anybody at that festival, they know they're gonna get a hug from. Oh, here comes Sam. Oh shit, he's gonna give me a hug. I know he is.
Hell yeah, dude! Hugs all around. Hugs for everybody, bro.
Hugs for everyone. That's right. Corona be damned. Yeah, that's what bothered me about this whole thing. You got the video? Cool.
He's got the video.
The prospector.
Now, be careful how you say that, how you word that, Patron. Be careful how you word that. People are going to confuse that with COVID. You're going to confuse it with COVID.
I got the vid from him.
Right, I got the vid. But which one, though? Yeah. What kind of vid? What kind of vid we talking?
Oh, my gosh.
That's another thing, man. I'm super glad that Sugar Creek decided to host that regardless of the COVID, because like I'm the type of person that sees like COVID and I think to myself, oh, that's just a virus. But like the entirety of the world went crazy over it. And like I love that Sugar Creek was just like, fuck it. You know what? Let's put it up.
I'll be honest with you. Aside from Sugar Creek, now this is the truth of the matter. I stayed away from people and stayed in my home. And when it was in the thick of things and we didn't understand what was going on, out of concern for other people, I pretty much shelled down like everybody else did. And I am fully vaccinated now, so I'm not really worried about that. But aside from Sugar Creek, I mean, Sugar Creek, it was the first time I got out, and I made sure I was safe before I went, because I didn't want to hurt my friends, so I stayed put away until that day. And it was magical just to get out and see people and touch people and be a part of
I also
life.
think a lot of people were like that, but Sugar Creek gave them an opportunity to go and hang, to go and perform, to go and see people. They didn't let that stop them, is what I'm getting at.
No, we didn't let them stop us, but we certainly were concerned about it. I mean, there were talks at some point in time of, if this doesn't get better, we can't do this. And we just can't do this year.
If it didn't get there.
It didn't get there. We kind of realized that our local area wasn't really that bad off at the time. We were taking it by the local numbers and seeing how our local health authorities felt about things. And when we realized that locally we were doing okay, we went ahead and put the show on and said
it was game time, baby, and it happened.
It did happen.
I loved
it. It's been happening ever since. It happened, so we put on
Exactly.
another one, and now we're putting on another one. Now we're gonna put on another one, and
And
we're
another one. And
and
another
another
one.
one. Yeah. So the 4th of July show is another one, and then of course we got traditional Sugar Creek in September. Every September we do the Sugar Creek thing. So it's kind of the end of the festival season area, and we do that. New great experience that's out now. I was happy to be a part of the first festival hosted there, stage managed for Willow Springs Campground and facility there. There were lots of good people involved with that. Aside from everything that went on, there was really great stuff that happened. Great promotions for like Mr. Travis Jack, Bongo Jack, um, all the different artists that came out. Think a group called Nectar Valley for giving us a lot of backlines. We had equipment we needed to put on a good show. I want to thank the crew from Colorado that came down and brought the huge uh, lights show and the sound system, and they were really great DJs. And Willow Springs has a cave you can explore in the back of the property, and they
That's
put
so
DJs
cool.
back in the caves and do. Oh yeah, it is super sweet, dude. Willow
I've been
Springs is
meaning
a
to go
shit.
to a cave festival for a while. Ever since they posted
Yeah.
the first one, I was like, man,
Mhm.
I want in.
Andy and Robin Mauser's going to be there. Now, I want to personally invite you, Raul. Please come in October 22nd and October 23rd at Willow Springs is the fall festival. And what happens to be, and they didn't know this when they started scheduling this, but the 22nd of October is my birthday. So,
No way.
yeah, yeah.
Hell
They're
yeah,
on a
man.
festival on my birthday. That's great, you know. So I'm like,
That's so cool, man.
wow, this is so cool. On my birthday, last festival of the season, probably. And that's just wow.
Dude,
But
that's so
Willow
cool, man.
Springs Campground, if you like Sugar Creek, you'll like Willow Springs because a lot of the Sugar Creek folks are there. All the
Oh,
Goonies are
I'm
there.
sure I'll love it, man. I'm
Oh
sure I'll love
yeah.
it. Same vibes,
Oh,
same energy.
oh
I love it,
God.
dude. I dig it,
Oh, the
dude.
energy there was amazing. After the first one, I was proud as punch to sit around the fire and give the big thank you speech to everybody, and it was an honor to be the guy at the fire who went through the whole list of everybody and started telling everybody how much we love you and how much we're thankful you're here with us, and thank you for all you did for us this weekend, and making sure that this was a great place and a great vibe. And Andy and Robin Mauser are amazing people, very very good people. um, they're going to do some great things with community outreach and stuff like that. They lost their daughter Kaylin um, last year, and now they're putting on kids camps. I'm going to go out and volunteer some time and play. Uh,
Oh, that's
Cornfish is
so
going to
cool,
play some
man.
live sets for the people who come for Kaylin's camp. It's a camp for children. We're going to have activities, different things, musical classes. We're going to have art classes. We're going to do outdoorsy things. People going and showing them about wildlife and different things like that. So it's going to be a great thing, a cave exploring and all this good jazz for the children. And see myself playing on top of spaghetti, you know, for a campground surrounded by this fire by children laughing at the songs, silly songs and stuff. I can't wait. I can't wait. So I do want to
Kids
say
bring the best
support to
energy,
Kaylin's
man. I'm
camp.
telling you.
Let me see when that is. Hold on. I don't know for sure. I had it in my head. I don't know the dates, but I think it's in June. Ba, ba, ba.
Oh, that's so cool.
Da, da,
It's an old
da, da,
silica
da.
mine.
Yeah, it's an old silica mine. It's pretty neat. It stays moist down there, so you don't have to worry about dust so much. And if it is dusty, they kind of go down there and keep it down so that there's not problems with silica. But it's great. I mean, it's wonderful. Let me see. Willow Springs. I want to get you the right information. Willow Springs Campground. It's at 34988 Betts Road in Tams, Illinois. And that's where we're going to be holding our festivals for the Willow Springs festivals. Willow Springs Music Fest 2021. That was their first one. Our next one on the 22nd, the next Music Fest, October 22nd through 24th. We've got Sierra Martin, who is a wonderful, wonderful female artist. And from coming back from our first one, he sat in with us too, and I really love him. And I got to perform with him again in Waynesville, Missouri. Aaron Hale's going to be there. Very excellent performer. The Heavy Step Dub Collective, which has members from the Driftaways, and Bongo Jack plays bongos for that group, and the horn section from the Driftaways. If you like the Driftaways, you're going to love Heavy Step Dub Collective. Michael Monster's performing. Michael A., love you, Monster. You want to talk about someone who's got a voice of butter? I'm calling him Mr. Butter. He butters my bread, both sides. Kevin Lucas is going to be there. He plays all kinds of percussion. He does marimba and all kinds of. Oh, it's a neat show. You got to come check out Kevin Lucas. He's awesome. He sets up this huge stage full of percussive stuff. It's great. So Kevin Lucas is going to be there. The Smoking Lion Band's going to be there. That's a good reggae group. You know, if you're into the darker side of reggae, you know the you know what I'm talking about. All my not pale friends, you know, gonna love Smoking Lion.
Hey, it's music, man. It's music. You know, it's enjoyed by everybody.
It's a wonderful group, man. Smoking Lion Band is kick ass. You're gonna love it. I love them. Nectar Valley again. Once again, thank you for supporting us and doing what you did last time, and we got you up there. We got Nectar Valley coming back again. They loved us, and we love them. The Joey Odom Blues Band.
I'll be right back. Keep on doing what you're doing.
Right on. The Joey Odom Blues Band is playing at the Willow Springs Fall Festival. Then we got Sean Dawson. He's another great one. I'm telling you, Fast Molasses. You want to talk about bluegrass picking mother? I'm telling you, that guy is absolutely fantastic. You got to come check out my friends, Mr. Fast Molasses. All right. Lonesome Holler is going to be there. That's an awesome group as well. You got to hear Lonesome Holler. It's good stuff. Jared Stone, and I haven't heard Jarek Stone. I'm going to check him out myself. See, I don't even know everybody on this list, but I'm going to learn them. Trust me. Jarek Stone's going to be there. And Alex Umfleet. Now, he played with me over at Andy and Robbins for a little while. And I'm telling you what, we're talking about one of the next James Taylors. This kid is something else. He's something special. I can't wait to hear him do a whole set. But I mean, I got to jam with him and hang out with him, and he's a cool little kid, man. He's a new kid on the block, and he's going to do really, 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 really good around here. So look out for Alex Umfleet. He is really, really good. And we may have some more added to that ticket. You never know. We may get some of your favorites.
Put me on it. Put me on it.
Maybe Mr. Hydration might be there. Who knows? I mean, you know,
do it.
Let's see what we can't do to get Mr. Hydration a set. What do you think?
Let's do it.
I think I can manage. I think I might have a little pull. It is my birthday. I might say put him up there. If nothing else.
So I have to ask you, man. You said you went to school for audio engineering over in Nashville, right?
Huh? Yes. Yes, I went over to Nashville.
After that, after you got out of college and you got your degree, what did you do? How did you end up here? Let me know the path.
The path? Oh boy.
Yeah, what was your road like?
It was rough, to be honest with you. Do you want the truth? I guess this is kind of like one of those tell-all kind of situations, huh?
It is.
Well, I got out of college, and this is the honest, harsh truth of this. I got out of college, and I had a great in with a lot of different places. I was talking to Sony Records in Nashville. I was about to sign a record deal with them, I think. And, well, my mother, this is so tragic. You sure you want me to go make you cry? You sure you want to make me cry? Yeah,
man. I love tears, man. It tastes salty.
This is pretty salty to me, I'll tell you. Well, we just got back from a family camping trip. My son was 2 years old at the time, and we no sooner pulled into the house from going to eat at a place called what was that? It was a Chinese buffet in Huron, Great Wall or something like that. But we went home. And on the way home, my mother was a nurse for 28 years, and she was working at Big Muddy Correctional Facility as a nurse there at the time. But they passed an accident on the side of the road. A man who was under the influence of lots of different substances had went off the road and smashed a telephone pole, dropped a power line, and had a baby in the back of the car.
Oh
Uh,
shit.
yeah, my mom went and pulled the baby out of the back of the car. He had a head wound. My dad was holding him down on the ground. She came over to actually take care of the guy, and one of the power lines, I guess, had arced, and the power caught her in the temple and used her for ground and killed her instantly.
I'm so sorry to hear that,
So,
man.
yeah, and the woman that put me through college, my great grandmother, um, didn't have anybody to take care of her anymore, and so having a baby, a wife, and a great grandmother to take care of was a lot of responsibility for a 26-year-old kid. But I ended up being the man of the family and taking care of. At the time, she was 90 something, and she died in my arms at 96. So I ended up giving up my position in career wise to take care of a baby and a grandmother. So um, I ended up being a family guy instead. So, but I don't regret that in any way, shape, form, or fashion. There's no regrets, you know. I just chose a different way to go, and I didn't do what I had intended. Now that I'm 41 and I'm back out there, I'm actually doing what I wanted, you know, and I'm living the life I wanted to live then, now, and I'm happy about that. And I get a chance to do that for people, and I have people that support me to do that, and this community supports me, and they want me to do it, and they praise me, and they want me there. They want me to be there. They want more of me, and that's amazing. I mean, I don't know how many people walk up to me and go, "You're a cornfish guy. Oh my god, you're so awesome. I can't wait to hear what you write next. What you doing? Oh my god." And it's an inspiring thing to me, you know, because I gave up that early and I got it back, and I'm getting it back. I get to have it back now, and that's a blessing. That's a true blessing, I'll tell you, to be able to do what I always wanted to do again, and then have a community that supports it. I'm just I'm flabbergasted. I'm truly honored and truly humble to be a part of this whole thing, and I truly appreciate friends like you, Raul. I mean, it's people like you that make my life beautiful. It is. I'm sorry, I'm
Hey,
getting
hey,
emotional.
you make our lives just as beautiful too, brother.
Yeah, yeah, and I
So,
hope so. That's my goal. You know, that's my
so after
goal.
the accident happened and you had to give up the opportunity to do that, how long did
Yeah.
it take for you to come back into the game?
Uh, Quite a while. I mean, I was so unsure of myself. Yeah, you got self doubt. You go and you jam stages, and this and that and the other, and you get involved with the festival and this and that, and you work the backside of the story. And then this year was my first year going out to be cornfish, to actually put myself back out there. Um,
Oh, so you just got back into
mm-hmm,
playing.
mm-hmm, yeah,
Damn, that's
mm-hmm,
crazy. How many
mm,
years is that?
that's wild. I mean, I played and I sang, and I've sang professionally for 20 some odd years. I mean, I ended up running a karaoke DJ service because it was easy, it was quick. I could do that and support my family. And when the work's done, the work's done. You know what I'm saying? You get where I'm coming from? It was something I could do that was along the lines of what I wanted. And I got to sing for people, and I got to watch other people grow and sing too. And just, um, let's be honest, when you go to a karaoke show, a lot of the people aren't the best of singers ever, but that's the point. That's the point of karaoke, is that the person who wouldn't normally go out and sing anything actually gets to get up there and do it, you know. And I supported 100,000 people in that adventure, and it was wonderful all in its own way. But now I've kind of grown back into the music thing for myself. And this is what I really wanted to do with myself. And I'm kicking myself for not doing it for as long as I had. And now that I'm accepted into the community and I've written some music and I'm going to write some more. I mean, I'm on the path right now to writing some more. By the time October rolls around, Cornfish will have quite a few more originals to play, and we're hoping for that. I mean, I've got 7 or 8 now, and who knows? As they come to me, they come to me, and I write them down, and I start performing them in my home, and I'll just get better and better and better as time goes on. I just can't wait. I mean, it's a progressive thing.
Mike has a question that I also
Why the
have.
name Cornfish?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why the name Cornfish? Where'd it come from?
This is a story, and this is a true story, and this is a good story. Cornfish isn't my idea at all. Okay, like the name Cornfish wasn't thought by me. We're sitting at Sugar Creek. Okay, you remember when it got rained out, and my buddies from Chromophonic could not play because the rain was coming down too hard. And I'm sorry that they didn't. There's Jesse Payne, Daniel Comer, Guido. You guys, I'm sorry you guys didn't get that set that night. You guys were you were screwed out of it by the weather. But anyway, we're sitting around underneath, a pop up, and they're all 3 sheets to the wind, of course. They're all having a great time.
Like all of us.
Oh yeah. We're all 3 sheets to the wind having a great damn time. I was having a great damn time. It was a great damn night. So, and one of our buddies, Mario, I don't know if you've met Mario and Susie, haven't you?
I believe so.
Yeah, Mario and Susie. Well, Mario hops up, just a ball of energy, just screams at the top of his lungs, "Cornfish!" And the whole place erupts. I mean, they're like, there's the trees. It echoed through the trees. The monsters came out. The animals came alive with squeals and screams and woo and all this stuff. I mean, it was just the whole campground came alive for 1 second when he screamed that out loud. I don't even think they knew what he said. But but the fact he screamed so loud, it got the animals waking up, and we called him the Colonel. And the whole night he was Colonel Cornfish, Colonel Cornfish, the amazing Colonel Cornfish, And I said, "Well, pop and swim me 20, and I'll swim to the edge of the field and back with you, Colonel." The Colonel Cornfish. I loved it, and I came home, and I'm a digital artist, so I also do art and just artsy, and I made the Cornfish. And you've seen my Cornfish sticker and the Cornfish logo. That's Mario as a ear of corn and a fish. That's his face. You see it now, don't you? Like the cartooning, it looks like Mario, doesn't it? Yeah. So it's Mario is Colonel Corn. That's why the little hat's on the guy. It's the Colonel. It's a Colonel
That's
Cornfish.
Amazing.
So I made the buttery font. That didn't exist either. The Cornfish butter thing that I got going on there. Wasn't. I made that. So I made this logo for us, and I asked him. This isn't something I just did without asking. Putting his cartoon face on my albums and all that stuff and all that. I was like,
oh, I'm sure he loved it.
It would be an honor if you would allow me to use this for my stuff. I mean, I would love to name the band that I'm in. Now, I promise I'll play good music for you, but I'm going to name the band Cornfish. Is that okay? And he's like, absolutely. Yeah, that's awesome. So every time I see him, I wanted him to introduce us the first time, I've still yet now, Mario, if you ever see this, you have to come up on stage at some point in time and say, "Ladies and gentlemen, Cornfish." I gotta hear it one time. He's got to do it. He's got to introduce it.
Do it. You got to do it now, Mario. You got to do it now, man.
You got to do it, Mario.
It's got to happen, bro.
He's shy. He doesn't. I think he chickened out the last time I asked him. Man. You got to come up there on that microphone and tell everybody cornfish.
Dude, that's a great story for the name, man.
Yeah. So I mean, it's one of those things. It was a moment in time at one of my favorite music festivals with some of my favorite people around, having a great time. Best friends since I was a little kid. David Mitchell was there. My wife was there, and Mario. Yeah, exactly. That's Mario. Tell him he's got to say he's got to come up and introduce Cornfish. It's his band. He made it. He named it. Yeah. So
yeah, Mario, you guys better tag him. You guys better tag him.
Should be, and I was like, "Come on, man, Cornfish, Cornfish." It's so simple. It's such a good name. It's a festy band name if I ever heard one. How about you? Come on.
It is 100%, man. I dig the name.
Nelson,
I love it.
Cornfish. Yeah. I love Spilly Nelson. By the way, you guys are great. All you guys are so
Spilly
awesome.
Nelson's a great name too.
Spilly Nelson. They're just great people. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think I might end up seeing Fleetwood this weekend. I don't know. I think he's going to Emerson's party. Fleetwood's great. He was someone I met at Sugar Creek a couple years prior.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
So in the years prior that you did go to these Sugar Creeks, you never got on stage and performed?
I've been on stage I was the unofficial king of the side stage. Does that make sense? Like the unofficial guy who would get up and by the end of the night, I was the guy who jammed and sang so well. So I would get people up there with me. I would go to the other artists, make friends, and tell them to come out to the jam stage and jam with us. Basically, I've been working artist relations all of it, all of Sugar Creek. So basically, I was the super jam stage guy. Yeah, with my buddy Peter, Peter Julian, and the Super Jam, Bongo Pablo Super Jam stage. Super Jam. I mean, over the years, I've donated equipment and this and that and the other. We're a community. We put it all together for you. You know what I'm saying? Whatever we can pitch in to make it that much sweeter. If you'd see like some cool effects going on in the background behind the stage or something, it was one of my projectors or something shooting some cool stuff for you. Or you know what I'm saying? There's always something. Yeah. Always a contribution from Sam to this adventure we call the Sugar Creek Production Company. And it's I'm proud as punch. Evan Betts has been a really good friend to me for quite a long time, and all that crew. Geez, should I start naming them? Well, let's just put it this way: if I started, I would be here for a while, telling you who I love from Sugar Creek, and I still wouldn't get in everybody. So, you know who you are, all you fuckers. You know I love you. You know.
Oh, are you? Justin Rainey says his super tattoo looks amazing. Are you talking about Peter's? Or yours? Yes, you got one too?
Peter's super tattoo. Yeah. Oh, Peter's super tattoo. I was so glad he got that. It's a B.
Dude, I thought that was so cool.
SOOP. Hey,
yo.
Yes, B super. That's so cool.
Yeah, B super.
I finally, after 10 years, I got the tattoo I wanted too. And that's
oh, that's cool, man.
It's hard to see. Let me see if I can get it.
Yo, look at that mic, man. I'm a huge fan of those style mics. That's awesome, dude.
It's got "Play It Again, Sam" written on my arm. It's not done yet. I got to go back. Got to get color and all that kind of jazz. I'm getting more done to it. So next time you see me, it'll be even better. But I can't wait for that either. That's I get all my tattoos on special dates, and I got that started on 4/20.
Nice. That's awesome, dude.
My next setting was supposed to be my son's birthday, 5/20. But however,
oh yeah, hey. Well, I guess real quick. Let's see. Oh yeah, my late 2020 night Super Jam set is owed to Dan Rogers. I forgot I broke a string. And he came over and gave me a whole pack of strings. I was so, man, he's what a lifesaver. Dan Rogers, man. You need to tag him. Rogers. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for
Hell
that.
yeah, Dan.
But before I had brought that up, I do want to ask you about that birthday party you got coming up, man.
Oh, well, I'll tell you what. I'm just gonna say this, all right. If you know me, or if you've been to one of our festivals and whatnot, and I recognize you, if you PM me in my DMs, I'll give you the address to a super secret, super cool, small mini festival party.
Super secret.
Super
Super
secret,
secret.
super cool, small little festival party. We've got, I'll tell you a lineup of some of the entertainers we got coming. We got Cornfish is going to play a live set for you. So you got a Cornfish
Nice.
show coming for you. You've got, you've got the Eternal Twigs going to play a set for you. Emerson and
I
John
love the Eternal
Sable, and I'll
Twigs.
probably drum with them. You got Mandy Joe and Bago Pablo's doing a set. You got the
Hell yeah.
Restless Roots doing a set, and I've got some special guests showing up for jamming. Blake Carter might be. I mean, there might be somebody there. There might be a few people show up who I've went, hey man, you want to come to a party? And they're like, fuck yeah, I do.
A few
So can your
people.
band
Just
make it? I don't know about the whole band, but I'm gonna be there. So if you might find out that it's a pretty good time. We're gonna have some camping. We're gonna have a porta potty. So we're prepared for this. I'm getting a keg of beer. It's my dad's 60th birthday and my son's sweet 16 birthday. It's Momo's 16th birthday and Momo's sweet 16, and John Wayne's 60th birthday bash out in the country. And it's gonna be pretty sweet. We're gonna start sometime middle of the afternoon, and we're gonna go till probably the next morning. And never stop. Just rotating people out of who wants to play next, who wants to play next, who wants to play next. We're gonna have a hell of
That's
a good
awesome,
time.
man. I can't
So
wait,
if
dude. I
you've
can't
got a
wait.
message
Can't
or
wait.
whatnot already, you're invited. You know you are. I
Oh
done gave
yeah.
you
Oh
the
yeah.
address, didn't I?
Yeah.
Let's put it this way: you either if you get the address, cool. If you know someone who's got the address, you tag along. You must be cool. Yeah, so
I dig it,
but
man.
yeah, it's gonna be
All right,
great. It's
so
a mini festival.
I
And
have
we're
to
gonna have
ask, man.
fire
Do you have
spinners there
any
too. We're gonna
shout
have
outs
like a
you
whole
want to
bunch of
give
fire spinners.
before I let you go? Because we only have a few minutes left.
We only have a few minutes left. Can I talk about something instead of shouting out to people? I got
Yeah,
something I
yeah,
want to say.
absolutely, man. Yeah, 100%.
All right. Um, I want to talk about something, and this is. I'm not saying this to toot my own horn, okay? Please don't take it this way, but I want you to understand something. This is an example. All right. A friend of mine, I'm not going to say who or put him on blast or say anything about that or nothing, but a friend of mine almost lost his house due to tax problems due to COVID. And I went ahead and I paid his property tax for him. The reason why I did that is because I love him and because I want to make sure that his home is secured. It's been in his family for 100 years, and
Whoa.
he almost lost his home this month, and I wanted to make sure that didn't happen. And what I want to, the only reason I mention this is because what I want to do to all you, anyone watching this who watches this in the future, I want to challenge you to be that guy. I want to challenge you to be the person that makes the changes in this world that you want to see in this world. If you want to see good things happen, if you want positivity to rule in your life, you make it happen. You do something for somebody else that's selfless and just because you care. No other
That's
reason.
beautiful, man.
Do something because you care, and good things will happen to you. It's an absolute fact. Even if you never see it back, realize that you did something for somebody that changed their life forever. And if you can do that to one person in your life, you are a success. You understand me? You are successful. That's all there is to it. Be the positive change in this world that you want to see. If you are the positive change in this world you want to see, you're going to see it. Like this guy right here. This guy's a positive person. And I love seeing the positive changes in his life. And I'm so happy for Mr. Hydration. You're doing wonderful, man. Keep up the good work with yourself. I want to see you get bigger and better. And I want to see the Mr. Hydration band because he's worth it. I'd play with him. I would.
I want to see Mr.
We'd
Hydration Band
practice.
too.
I'd get him there. Now we'd get him there. Because I'm telling you,
Thank you, brother.
you
that was a beautiful,
something.
beautiful message, dude. I 100% support that. I mean, you definitely gotta pay it forward. And that message, the way you put it, dude, was so passionate, man. Thank you so much for number one, being you. Number two, coming onto my show and expressing yourself as candidly as you did and as openly as you did. I really truly appreciate that. And I want to have you back
learn
on.
more about me than I did. I had ever thought I was going to say on camera. I'll tell you that right now. You've got a picture into Sam McKinnies, the person that not a lot of people know. So thank you for, listening and being a part of my life.
Absolutely, brother. Thank you so much, man. All right. Do you have a farewell message other than that one, or is this goodbye?
Gosh. So goodbye.
I don't want to go.
It's TTFN. It's Tata for now. I will see you at the next one. What is the next one? What is the very next one? Is that Phoenix Fest? I do believe. Come to Tall Tree, Phoenix Fest. Do that one. I mean, I'll be there. I'll be helping out with the stage there, and you'll see a Cornfish set at the Phoenix Fest. So that's the next big thing.
Too. I'll be there too, brother.
I mean, I've got a couple local shows and stuff, but if you're local, you know where they're at. So as far as the festival scene goes, that's the next big fest is Phoenix Fest. And then the 4th of July show at Hog Rock, Cornfish is not on the ticket. I don't know. We're not on the ticket, but all of us will be
Springs.
there. Definitely Willow Springs Music Festival, Fall Festival will be there. But I'll tell you what, all the members of Cornfish are going to be at Hog Rock. And goddamn good and well, we're going to do a secret set of Cornfish for you. It's going to happen. So there's going to be a surprise set of Cornfish. I'm just going to let it out of the bag. But so if you want to come on down to Hog Rock. Our 4th of July show is going to be the biggest yet. 4 days. 4 days.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty excited for that. I'm big time excited for that, actually. All right. Thank you so much, Sam.
Through Sunday.
Thank you so much, brother.
Love you guys.
I love you, man.
Have fun, y'all. Right. I'll see you on the flip side.
Later, brother.
Corny.
I love that. Stay corny. That was Sam McKinnies. Man, I mean, nothing more to say than that dude's got the biggest fucking heart. Just the message that he spreads, the love that he encompasses and just resonates throughout the community. He's obviously a big part of it. People love him there, and I could not thank him more for being on here and being as candid as he was and being as honest as he was. I know he was a little hesitant to bring out some stuff to light, but man, what a picture it paints to the whole entirety of the person that I already enjoy and I just love even more. So thank you so much for tuning in to the Artist Wednesday. Thank you so much for being a part of the Mr. Hydration. Make sure you give Sam McKinnies and his band Cornfish a follow. Make sure you give him a follow. And Mario, you got to get on stage and introduce him, man. It's got to happen. You got to do it, man. All right. Thank you so much for tuning in. By the way, it's Cinco de Mayo. Look at that. Got a Mexican ass hat because I'm Mexican, bro. All right. Cinco de Mayo. Make sure you tell the people that you love them, and make sure you pay it forward. And yeah, man, I could go on and on forever and ever saying goodbye, but I got to end it eventually. I got things to do, like love people and show up in person and be a part of another community. Have a great one, guys. Have a beautiful one. Adios and sayonara.